for Mr. Gary
Anthony Williams. Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Look, this is a light panel, but we're going to make this the best dang
Yes,
panel anyone's ever been to.
That's right. That's right. We're going to speak mightily. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my friend. This is my first time in Oklahoma, by the way.
Ever?
Yes. I need everyone right now. My first time ever in Oklahoma.
Okay.
As far as I know.
Okay.
Seriously, it is.
Right?
I need everyone right now to Google the lyrics to Oklahoma, and we're going to sing the opening verse of the song Oklahoma together. Okay. Ash, I don't see you Googling it. You may already know it from the musical.
Yes.
We're just going to sing that first stanza together.
Do you want us to stand?
And let's get this real. No, we don't need to stand.
No, are you sure?
You can lay down if you want.
Okay, all right.
If you need to stand, you can.
Okay. 3.
You guys got it? You got it up?
2.
Here we go.
1.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain.
Yes.
And the waving wheat can sure smell sweet. And the wind comes right after the rain. Oklahoma, every night my honey lamb and I sit along and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for yourselves. Now that was
my
beautiful.
micro over there. It is. Okay, good. Now Uncle Ruckus is here. Oh, I feel bad for all the little white children sitting in this room right now.
Listen, they came here for a reason. They came here for a reason. They're going to learn.
Hey, guys.
Sir, thank you for that resounding shout out to the state of Oklahoma.
I mean, this is Oklahoma. This is Oklahoma. What is Oklahoma known for, by the way? I don't know everything about. It's known for barbecue?
He said that with authority.
Wait a minute. Wait, what did you say? The smash burger. Oh, did Oklahoma invent the smash burger? I mean, isn't it just a smashed up hamburger?
Right. What if you put barbecue on a smash burger? Does that not?
Do they do that? Do they make a barbecue smash burger?
It's time. Okay. It's time, Oklahoma.
I do have a question for GalaxyCon. Why they didn't get me a white man in that rate?
I am white. I identify as white.
Okay, then.
I speak good. My diction is strong.
I'm just saying for appearance.
Yes. Well, see,
you look like a colored man.
That's to blend in.
All right,
you got to sneak into certain areas.
Oh, just to make that fella feel comfortable.
That one guy. He's part of the Akatsuki.
If you don't know the Boondocks and Uncle Ruckus, then I apologize.
Yes.
For what just happened.
This is going to get really awkward if you don't know that show.
And again, to the children, I apologize. Now, what are those kids? Do they know me at all? Who are they? What's their names? Do they have names or no? Jack and... Hey, Jack and Jade, how are you guys? If you need anything, I'm rich. Just come up at any time. Come up at any time. I'm giving kids $500 bills today. $500 bills all Sunday here in beautiful Oklahoma, home of the barbecued smash burger.
Hey!
Yep, because I care about people.
That's what I'm talking about. So
Hi, friend.
I think it's necessary for us to first establish that you are a true improv comedy legend. The speed of which, yes, that's right. Make that noise. Make that noise.
I'm known more for my looks.
I'm
a chin model. Do a lot. If you ever see any commercials on TV where they're just showing a handsome chin, it's usually my chin. I'm a chinman. I'm a chinman. Yes, a chinman. Hey, people at the back. Hey.
Come on up here.
You got to meet these two kids over here. They're darling.
Yes.
I'm adopting them as soon as the show is
They're
over.
Getting $500 bills at the end of this. It's absolutely amazing. But so growing up in the South, who were some of your comedic inspirations? Who were the folks that would be on your Mount Rushmore of comedy?
Oh, wow. In my house was always a Red Fox.
Okay.
Richard Pryor thing.
Absolutely.
And then on the southern white side, there was a guy named Jerry Clower that nobody knows. Like, I grew up super poor.
Okay.
So I didn't have a lot of, like, hey, I know all these people. So, like, whoever my grandmama was watching on TV was what I was watching.
I got you.
So we watched a lot of Hee Haw when I grew up. So there you go.
I love it.
Anybody on Hee Haw? I love. Does anybody even know what Hee Haw is?
Right? Come on.
It was
Where the
It
grown
was
folks
as
in the room?
southern rednecky show as you want, and it's a house full of black folks sitting there watching this southern-ass redneck show.
I mean, listen, funny is funny, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's one of those key
What if I
things.
said no? Funny ain't funny. No.
We'd have to debate that one, sir. We'd have to break it down.
We should just leg wrestle this, decide if
Leg
funny
wrestle?
ain't funny. By the way, kids, if you come and get your $500, you will have to beat me in a leg wrestling match.
Okay, all right.
I can't wait to leg wrestle white children in Oklahoma. How fast would I be arrested?
Listen, the fact that you've said it out loud, they are waiting outside right now. They are waiting.
He said it. Move in. He said it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Chris Hansen is leading the charge. I got him, sir. I got him. That's awful. That's awful. When it comes to acting, though, that is a clear offshoot of improv, where you're creating characters, creating scenarios. What was it that really kind of drove you into acting for a career choice?
I was driven into act. Seriously, I got into acting by computer error in high school. That's not a joke. I signed up for something like I was really smart back then.
You are now.
Come on.
Come on.
I don't need to be anymore. I'm pretty. Oh, by the way, children, if you grow up pretty, you don't have to be smart. I know your mom's like, hey, do good in school. If you're pretty, don't worry about that. This is just a life lesson for all of us.
I mean, come on now. Where's the lie at?
So I was in the high school. I just needed some extra credit, so I was like, oh, I'll take this class to learn how to do like the lighting and backstage stuff just to burn some credits. And then the computer accidentally put me in an acting class. And I got in there, and I was like, oh, this is stupid. But then it was fun, and I was lazy. So I just stayed in the acting class. That's how I got into acting.
Wow.
Like, straight up computer error.
Now, was it where you were kind of a class clown of sorts, where your comedic, stylings kind of took root?
I was special because I never got in trouble.
Okay.
Hey, is it Rachel? What is it? Lorna.
Yeah,
Lorna.
This sounds the same. It sounds the same.
But there's an R.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I met y'all yesterday. Good to see you, Lorna. And better to see you, sir. So I was the kind of guy who I would get the other kids started, and then I would stop.
Oh.
So the phone calls would be, Mrs. Williams, Gary's, he's the problem, but he's not the problem. He knows when to stop, but the other kids don't, and he gets them riled up. Could you please ask him not to do that? So I would do the jokes, but then I would shut up, and they would keep cutting up, and then I just sit there happy and get straight A's.
Okay,
as they had to go to the principal's office.
Smart move.
Yeah, I still do that. You're going to get in trouble before the night is over. I'm going to get you riled up.
He's warning you now. That's just what it is. So acting is its own special craft. It's creating these characters visually, bringing them to life. But then you've got such a huge career in voice acting. Yeah. What was it that made you decide that your voice would be this instrument that would be so powerful?
I didn't. Somebody else decided that for me. So I was on stage one night doing improv, which I absolutely love. And by the way, does anybody out there aspire to be a voice actor? Does anybody care? Yeah.
Excellent.
May I give you one tip? Get into improv. It is so vital. Like in the Boondocks, like Rodney Barnes, Aaron McGruder, those guys, they wrote amazing scripts. And then they let us improvise on top of those scripts. And many, many cartoons do, many TV shows do. It will help to free you up so much and add so many things if you can do that.
Yes.
The reason Uncle Ruckus sang a lot of stupid little songs on there is I just improvised a song one day, and after that they were like, "Oh, we're gonna have Ruckus singing all the time." So they just it will create brand new avenues and lanes for you if you're going to be in there. So one night I'm on stage, I'm doing improv, and I do this improvised rap, and a guy on stage with me used to write copy, write commercials in Atlanta, Georgia. And the next day he called me and said, "Hey, man, I wrote a commercial for you." I was like, "What are you talking about? I've never done a radio commercial in my life." He goes, "Well, I heard you rap last night. You can do it. Just come to the studio at 3 o'clock. And so I go to the studio, and I do this commercial. And then the guy who owned the studio walked by the door, and he was like, "Hey, that guy's got a good voice."
Wow.
And then he came to me after. He's like, "Hey, you should be a voiceover guy. If you do some free commercials for me, I will make you the best voiceover demo tape you'll ever have in your entire life for free if you do it in exchange for some free work.
Hey.
And that's what he did. So, again, just stupid mistakes. Again, kids, don't worry about education. Make stupid mistakes in your life.
I mean.
And you'll get where you're going. Hey, black people who just came in.
Hey, now. They showed up
To
on
be
CP
honest,
time.
you're early for black people.
I was going to say, it's a little early for
You're
CP
early.
time.
You're like 30 minutes early. This dude, he came in on white people time. I'll get my seat. I'll get my seat.
Obviously, Boondocks is such a classic piece on your resume, but I want to start off talking about the Lion Guard.
Yes, Kaya.
Obviously,
yes,
see, that's what I'm talking. See, the kids all sat up.
Yes.
Mufasa.
No, they didn't. Them kids on their devices. Kids,
one of them sat up.
Stay on your devices. You can now, yes, don't look up, stay on your device. You can get scholarships for playing video games now. Don't put those down ever.
That's true.
Ma'am, they don't need a dad anymore. I'm their daddy now. I'm their daddy now.
Mufasa as your dad is not bad, actually. It's not bad at all. But to join a franchise that is as beloved as The Lion King and seeing how it's parlayed into so many other things, what was it like to get that audition offering or call to join that cast?
So what happened was there used to be a show called Special Agent Oso.
Yes.
Where I played his boss, the little
right.
bear's boss, which was a watch. And the guy said, can you do him kind of James Earl Jonesy? So that's what I did for the watch. Special Agent Oso, this is Mr. Dose here. And so that same guy then said, hey, man, I just got hired to do the new Lion Guard, which is the Lion King on television, and I need somebody just to do the scratch for it so it can go out to the producers and they can see how the show's going to look. So I was like, absolutely. I did the scratch for it, and he goes, hey, they want you for the role. James Earl Jones is going to do the first episode, but then he's okayed it for you to do the rest of them.
That's beautiful.
And so that's how that was.
Yeah, that's right. Come on.
Clap for James Earl Jones giving me a job. If anybody needs a job, call James Earl Jones. He'll get you a job. That's what he's known for. Darth Vader and getting people jobs.
That's right. How many people did Darth Vader hire? There was a bunch of
Darth
folks
Vader
working on that
hired
Death
a
Star.
lot of people.
That's all I'm saying. And
If you looked at the
back.
dark side,
right?
He hired most of those. Darth Vader worked in HR.
That's right. Okay? That's why administration didn't like him, because he was HR. That makes perfect sense, actually.
Yeah. Or as he says, HRA. I think you said it that way, right?
Aura, yes,
Okay.
yes. You've had a turn in the Star Wars universe as well.
Yeah, I've done a couple of things.
So I have to know, considering, I mean, we've got some Disney action, we've got some superheroes, we've got some Star Wars.
Yeah.
Are you a geek, sir? Do you identify as geeky?
I identify as geek adjacent.
Geek adjacent. Okay.
Here's a problem, folks. If any of you know Phil Lamar by a show of
Big shout
Snaps,
out. Yes.
don't clap for Phil. He's not here. If he should be clapped for, he should be here, like I am.
Fair. That's
If
right.
he cared about Oklahoma and its
Come
citizens,
on now.
then he would be here.
That's right.
Phil Lamar, I'll go on record and say, Phil Lamar hates Oklahoma, and he hates all of you. So originally, and I think you know this.
Yes.
Originally on the Clone Wars, I was the original Kit Fisto.
That's right.
And then I was doing a TV show, Boston Legal.
Mm-hmm.
And what's that man who do the Star Wars? What's his name?
Who does Star Wars?
Yeah, the big man.
George Lucas.
Yeah, George.
George.
I call him George. George was like, hey, I'm coming to town. I need everybody to record in the studio together. And my agent was like, Gary's on set. He's like, oh. Anytime George comes to town, he needs everyone in the same room together. I was like, I can't do that. I'm making Boston Legal money. I'm rich. I wasn't rich. But I pretended to be rich.
That's fair.
Because by pretending to be rich, so I print my own money.
That's right.
I literally I print my own money.
Yeah.
I'm rich adjacent.
He's on his own money.
So George was like, I'm sorry, I like this guy, but he can't do it. So then Phil Lamar stepped in.
One black guy for another.
Yeah, but I at that point I liked Phil Lamar.
Okay.
Until I found out how he feels about Oklahoma. Then Phil Lamar, no, I was happy. Like, I like Phil. Phil and I are like this. We're on a comedy group together in L.A. So he stepped in to do Kit Fisto. Then I went to do Boston Legal. But then they brought me back later as a guy named Riff Tampson, this badass shark dude.
That's right.
In there. So they've been very loyal. Like, they keep bringing me back for other stuff, but not Kit Fisto.
Well.
Man, if I was Kit Fisto, man, I'd give these kids $1,000 a piece
you would.
instead of $500.
You know what it is. So
should I be him live action? Okay, thanks, man.
There it is.
You've helped my career more than anybody except James Earl Jones.
That's James Earl Jones Jr.
I just want you just walking around behind me just shouting out stuff.
Yeah.
Suggestions, live action. Don't order the tomato. Whatever it is, I just want you.
It's real. That's real. I think we have to talk about Boondocks a bit because the characterization.
Let's do that. Hey, Ash, how you doing?
Yes.
That cute little Chinese gal or whatever the hell she is in the front row. I don't know what races went to make you, but I don't like none of them. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm sorry. I know how that sounds, but it's real.
Uncle Ruckus is one of the most refreshingly honest characters to ever exist.
If you find, as someone said to me on TikTok, if you find yourself agreeing with Uncle Ruckus, you're on the wrong side of everything.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. He is the mirror to so many negative thoughts. To really dig in to find that character, what was it like to kind of, make that free, to give that voice of such negative?
It's ridiculous. Uncle Ruckus is one of those people where he can say anything to anybody, and it's absolutely all right. If you know who he is.
Yes.
So one time, Aaron McGrew, the guy who created the Boondocks, he was like, hey, Gary, let's do a live-action Uncle Ruckus movie, but I want to crowdfund, what did they call that back in the day? All the money to do it. But he started late, so we didn't totally reach the goal. But in the meantime, we did all this PR stuff where I dressed up in full Ruckus garb.
Wow.
And at that point, I was like 370, 380 pounds, something like that.
Big shout out for your weight loss, for real. Yeah. No, absolutely.
Don't clap for me. I'm very sick. No, I'm not. I'm not. I just stopped eating carbs. I stopped eating. There's no pleasure in my mouth. It's only boring stuff. My mouth is not pleasure now, sir. I don't eat any bread or rice or pasta or potato, all the stuff that makes life worth living.
He just doesn't taste no.
And I will tell you, if you decide to lose weight, if my girlfriend is skinny as a rail and she can eat as many carbs as she wants, I can't eat carbs. If I eat carbs, I'm instantly fat. I just am. I grew up huge all my life. I was always big. I was used to being big, and then one day I stopped eating carbs, and suddenly you're not that big anymore.
Nutty Professor
but
stuff.
It makes you so angry. It will make you want to go hit anybody's kid except your own.
Yes.
You don't want to hit your other kids. Now that they're my kids, they're safe.
Right.
It will make you want to punch a child when you go off carbs.
Okay.
So if you're going to try that, not eating carbs, don't have children around.
Okay, all right, fair.
Unless they're bad kids, like little baby Hitlers. Go hit all the baby Hitlers. What were we talking about?
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. No, but where you found, the spirit of Uncle Ruckus coming out, how did you lean into being able to be that free with some of the most vile things possible?
That is the beauty. Like he literally is able to say anything to anybody at any time. So Aaron, in order to try to raise money for this movie, I was dressed up as Uncle Ruckus, going on all kinds of crazy talk shows, doing a rap battle with Snoop as Uncle Ruckus. And one time he's like, let's go crash the NAACP Image Awards.
No.
So I dress up in full Uncle Ruckus garb, and I go down to the red carpet of NAACP, and they're like, oh, hell no, you ain't getting in here, man.
Ain't no way.
That ain't happening.
No way.
That ain't happening. Ruckus is not going to ruin the NAACP. By the way, for the kids, that means the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People.
That's right. That's
right. So it was all black people, and Uncle Ruckus in there calling them all coons. They did not want that. But then a Ruckus fan saw me on the red carpet trying to bust in, and he slipped me a pass into the awards. Once I was in,
it's over.
It was great. Every rapper was like, hey, Ruckus, come in. Like everybody wanted Ruckus to insult them once I was in there. And that's when I was like, what is happening here? Why do they want that? And then just last year I started doing conventions, and it's the same thing. I spend most of my time just roasting people, because nobody ever gets to hear somebody like in good fun and love destroy them.
Yes, that's right. That's right. That's right. Roasts are such a huge part of comedy. Have you taken part in any professional roasts?
I haven't, because here's the weird part about me and Ruckus.
Yes.
I am very much not him at all.
Very true.
And
very,
it
very
is,
true.
when I start talking like Ruckus, the Gary part of my brain is way gone. And when I start talking like Gary, the Ruckus part of my brain is way gone. I have never thought once about what I'm going to say when I start talking like Ruckus. Another little piece of me takes over.
Right.
So me at a real roast, that would make me very uncomfortable.
Okay.
Me at a roast as Ruckus, I would relish. Yeah.
I think that needs to happen.
Yeah. If we do a Ruckus roast, just roasting people, then I'm fine. But me as me would not work.
Your agent needs to jump on that right now. I think that would be a thing.
That dude.
Come on now. Say roast.
My
Say
new
roast.
agent.
There it is right there. There it is. There it is.
Live action roast.
That's what I'm talking about.
Potato salad.
So when it comes to voice work, again, you've got some superhero stuff under your belt, some villains specifically.
I have a great villain coming up on something. It'll be out in August. That's all I can say right now. But he is not a good human being.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you a comic book fan as a kid?
No.
I feel
Next
the lie.
question. A comic book.
I feel
a comic
the lie
book killed
right
my daddy.
No.
No. You know what? I have a weird thing, man. When I read, I get sleepy, and this is real. I have written more books than I've read.
Wow.
I love to be read to.
Okay.
I love short stuff. I love science. I love articles. If I read past like 8 pages, I am literally asleep. If I read driving signs while I'm driving, like highway signs, I'm gonna fall asleep. I do. I have some medical situation where I fall asleep if I read.
You have bookolepsy?
I can't make it. If I lay down, I have bookolepsy. I seriously do.
Right now, yes.
So, like, if you read me a comic book, I'd sit back and enjoy it all day long.
Got you.
But if I start reading, something is wrong with me, y'all. I fall asleep. So my cousin Greg, who loved comic books, gave me this stack of, and he had been collecting them since he was a child, and he's 10 years older than me.
Okay.
Gave me a massive stack of comic books, and I love pictures, so I would just go through and look at the pictures, never read a single word of it, because it seriously made me sleepy. By the way, I graduated on the dean's list, so I'm not stupid.
That's right.
But I hate reading because it makes me sleepy. So if anybody wants to read for me, if I could hire any of you, just drive around with me and read for me, that would be very
There we go. There we go. So now you've got an agent.
So I had all these comic books forever
right?
that were probably more valuable than anything I'll ever have in my life. And one day my mother said, these should go in the garbage.
No.
She didn't know. We didn't know.
No.
We were poor.
That hurts. That hurts.
It's
How many
okay.
of you guys have ever experienced someone throwing away something sacred like that? Okay. All right. That's fair.
It's okay. My mother was not a mean lady. She didn't know, guys.
She didn't know. She didn't know.
I'm sure you throw their stuff away daily. No. You've never thrown anything of theirs away? You still keep their dirty diapers from when they were? Okay, so you threw those away. Ma'am, you lied to me. You don't have to lie to me. We're practically married now.
That's right.
We have children together, man. So no, I was always a cartoon freak.
Okay.
So on TV, the Spider-Man from way back in the day, and weird stuff like this little cartoon called Adam Ant.
Let's go.
Like any cartoon, you can't name a cartoon from when I was a kid that I did not watch and love. I was a cartoon freak and then a comic strip freak in the newspaper. Okay. But again, if I tried to read them at night, I could never make it from the front of the cartoon strip to the back. I would fall asleep. Seriously, it would take me, I'm not joking with y'all, it would take me a whole week to read the comic cartoon strip in the Sunday paper.
Wow.
It would take me a week to get through it because I would fall asleep.
Wow.
Huh? No, she used bourbon. Just a little bit of bourbon, Gary. Some sugar and bourbon.
There it is.
No.
There it is. Sleep all night. Yes, you will. Yes,
I can fall asleep like this. Seriously. And if I can't, then seriously, I pick up a book and
then it's
like
easy
that.
peasy.
Yeah.
I respect it. I respect it. So many of these characters, though, have this turn as bad guys. Do you prefer playing villains, or do you like, dipping into kind of a, we'll say, anti-hero territory that they could go either way?
I like everything, man.
Okay.
Right. The cartoons that I have coming out soon, a lot of kind of bad guy kind of stuff.
Got you.
Some wacky, fun,
I like it.
Bad guy kind of stuff.
Okay.
I love it all, man. I get a chance to do what very few people get to do in this world, and I know how fortunate I am. I get a chance to work every day doing something I genuinely love.
Yes.
I genuinely love. So I don't go, oh, man, I need to play more good guys or villains, or it's all such variety to me, and that's what makes it all worth it to me. Just not knowing exactly what is coming up next week or 2 weeks from now is great to me. I've never, ever had a steady job where it's like, oh, I'm going to go to work Monday through Friday, except, before I was, in college.
Right.
I haven't had a real job since then, since I've been playing, since
that's the improv
since I
life.
was 20 years old.
No, I love that. That's fantastic. I am going to invite you guys to ask some questions. We got a microphone right here. Again, be very respectful with your question, because Uncle Ruckus may come out. I can't save you. All right.
And if you don't mind, before you ask your question, you could state your name and your favorite side dish, please.
Yes.
Name's Charlie. Would have to go with asparagus probably, although the aftermath is obviously never fun.
Okay.
My question is actually around whose line. So it's very obvious from many, many outtakes, many, many episodes, Ryan Stiles hates hoedowns. Yes, hates them.
He genuinely, it's not a joke, he hates to sing hoedowns.
Yes.
What is your favorite?
But I say whore downs, by the way.
And up and down and up and, anyway. So what is your favorite and what is your least favorite routines that you guys do on the show?
I love any of the music stuff, absolutely. And the more complicated, stupid kind of music stuff we can do brings me more joy. Stuff I don't really like. There's that one thing we do where we look at the television and we do the lip sync to the characters. That's the only thing that's like, whatever. Other than that, it's just all fun to me, genuinely. And if you ever get a chance to see Who's Line touring live, it's called Who's Live anyway, it's worth your time. It is a great show to see live.
That's brilliant.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
And before you do, state your name and your favorite brand of shoes that you like to see other people wearing.
Not that you like to wear.
That you like to see other people wearing.
Aiden.
Hey, Aiden.
Nike.
Thank you very much, Aiden.
All right.
That's a very honest answer.
Yes.
Of course. So you said that you have problems reading and it puts you to sleep. So have you ever fallen asleep during a script reading?
I have not fallen asleep during a script reading. A strip reading.
Strip reading. You better not fall asleep during that.
I don't know, no. Because if I take my clothes off, I can stay awake.
Yes. Now, that's how you have to read to him. You go, okay,
I have
so
not fallen asleep during a script reading, but if it is very long, like if I'm reading it by myself at home very long, I'm probably going to have to read it out loud to keep myself from falling asleep.
Wow.
Yeah. This is stupid, huh?
No.
Does anybody else have that problem? Is it just me? Oh, yay, I got friends.
See?
I got friends. And you volunteered to be my reader. Oh, okay.
So out loud only for you as well. Okay. All right.
Thank you, Aiden.
I got you.
And thank you for the
Thank
Nike.
you. Thank you.
Hello. Hi, would you
My
state
name is Emma.
your name is Emma? And would you tell me the last thing you remember saying last night before you went to sleep?
I just said goodnight to my friend Sean that I came with.
Okay,
That
this
counts.
beautiful, Emma. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
I guess it's about Uncle Ruckus. I've heard him, roast white black people and all that. What would his opinion be about Native Americans?
Native Americans? Oh, you mean the people who tried to stop the good white folks from taking this country over? Let these white folks do what they want to do. First of all, I don't know how the hell they got y'all a reservation. That just don't make... is you a native yourself?
Yes, I am.
I should have known. I smelled the corn on you as soon as you walked up here. And don't reach into your damn backpack for no bow and arrow. I don't trust it. That's what I think about y'all damn Native Americans. Let the white man have his land. Get your Pocahontas ass out.
Emma, thank you so very much. Thank you. Children, if this is your last week of school, do not repeat anything that you heard today, okay?
Don't talk to my kids that way. Not around my kids. Not in my Oklahoma.
I'm sorry. Hello.
My name is Ash, and I was wondering.
Well, hold on, Ash. Ash, would you tell us your favorite hair product? Shampoo and or conditioner, your favorite brand of hair product?
I would say both.
No, what your favorite brand, though?
Favorite brand.
Take your time, Ash. Take your time. This is your moment.
That's right.
Heads and Shoulders.
Heads and Shoulders. Very nice, Ash.
It's a good
very
one. Make some
nice.
noise for Head and Shoulders,
It
y'all.
does.
Yes,
It keeps you smelling fresh.
That's right.
It keeps you smelling fresh.
I got the new tea tree. Have you tried that? It's good.
The tea tree?
Yes,
Oh,
very
yes.
nice.
It also
Very
gets
nice.
rid of lice.
Yes, it does.
Go ahead, Ash.
Was there different choices of Uncle Ruckus's outfit design?
You mean the one that I wore live?
Yes.
So it was beautiful. They hired someone to really replicate his outfit on the show, down to the boots. And then they hired this makeup artist to do my makeup and to give me a big, false, screwed up contact lens and also fix the makeup around my eye. It was absolutely incredible. And I really wish Aaron would revisit doing that movie again.
Absolutely.
The other thing was.
Yes.
Did they ever release the Uncle Ruckus movie? Like, did that actually happen?
It never did happen. They didn't raise the money came in started trying to come in after the cutoff.
Right.
So we got like right there, and then Snoop and some other rappers started doing a lot of publicity for us to try to raise it, but it all happened too late, so he never did it. Yeah.
Would you be willing to go back to it?
Oh, I do it 100. I do it tomorrow.
Okay.
If that
right.
guy is there helping out, I'll do it tomorrow.
All right, what you doing tomorrow? Okay, he said line it up. Line it up. I like it. I like it.
Thank you.
Guys,
thank
you
you
so very much. Appreciate that.
Thank you, sister. Hi, sir. Your name and your favorite typically white food that you enjoy eating.
Let's go. Let's go.
Whatever that means to you.
Yeah, that was gonna say that's a very personal question.
Yeah, it
right
is.
There.
I'm gonna say, could you give me a list of like white foods?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, what do you identify as a white?
What
food?
do you What do you identify as a typical
I
white
was gonna say
food?
like, that's a mayo. Oh wait, raisins and the coleslaw.
Okay.
That's your favorite?
That's my favorite.
Wait, you've actually eaten this?
Oh God, yes, I eat that.
All right. Is that your name or is that the food?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry. My name is Montreal, and my favorite food, white food, is raisins in the coleslaw.
Thank you very much, Montreal.
Make some noise for that. Make some noise for that. You are in a safe
now I have
space
to ask this question seriously. How many white people out there actually do eat raisins in coleslaw? In this, this is a black myth. We
Apparently
literally
not.
all
There's
think
at least one right
there's
there.
one.
Yeah.
We think all white people eat raisins in coleslaw.
And potato salad.
We
I mean,
really
y'all-
believe that.
Now, who's putting in
We
potato
have
salad?
been
Be
tricked.
honest. You in a
Lorna
safe
says
space.
no. Lorna,
No?
you're not all
Okay.
white though.
All right.
You're half white. So
She's
you
like, not
half
that
a
half.
raisin in her coleslaw. We literally all think until this day
Yes.
that all white people eat raisins. Thank you, white people,
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
educating us.
You've
Yes, sir.
dispelled this.
What's your question now that we've been proven wrong?
Yes.
Completely derailed you, haven't we?
This is shaking the black community, by the way. When you go on Black Twitter tomorrow, Blitter, when you go on Blitter, you're going to...
Yeah.
It's gonna be a topic of the next NAACP meeting.
Yeah, it is.
When I bust
Yeah.
in there.
My question is, what is it like working on the set of Boondocks with all those great people? Like,
That's a great
I will
question.
tell you, so at that time, before everybody got really busy, we were all able to record in the same room together.
Right.
Most of the episodes we got to record all together in the same room, and it was great. So the way Boondocks worked was they would write these great scripts, and then, like I said earlier, they would then let us improvise. So there's a scene with me and John Witherspoon.
Come on now.
We do these, like we were playing checkers in the park. We do the script as written, And this is probably the first day of shooting. And then they go, okay, now y'all just make it up. Do the same scene, but make it all up to get rid of the scripts. And so they would let you absolutely improvise everything. John Witherspoon was the funniest, fastest, quickest, most ridiculously kind dude I've ever met.
Make some noise for him,
Regina
please.
King,
Yes.
he was. Never heard anybody say a bad word. Regina King, and when she would do Huey and Riley, she did both those boys. It wasn't like, okay, I'm going to do a run with my Huey lines, then I'm going to go back and pick up Riley. No, it was just going from one to the other. You know, and they're having arguments with each other. You know, one's mad and the other's like cool and calm. And it was absolutely great, man. Every day recording that was an absolutely great time. Like just sitting back, watching and loving. There's a lot of like little parts of a doc they did of everybody talking about recording the show during the time we were doing it, man. It was like magic.
That's awesome.
And you know, a lot of times people will do something and go, we had no idea it was going to be so, you know, we knew when we were doing it because it was so fun. Us like, this is dope. Like we knew at that moment, it was not a lie of we had no idea what we were in for. Right. It was like, no, this was fun every day. Every single day it was like, oh, this is like a blessing to be doing, man.
I love it.
Thank you for the question. And thank you for enlightening us, everyone, on the raisins.
That should be a new show on BET, Dispelling Black Myths.
I know. That's a big one. That may be the biggest white myth, and we are sorry for wronging you guys.
Yeah. That's our
fault.
fault.
So the next time some black guy call you a raisin-eating fool, say, sir, that's just not who we are.
It's not true. It's not
That's
true.
not who we are. Tell them to call me. I'll give you all my personal phone number after.
There you go.
Hi, your first name and the last article of clothing you bought.
Chet, hold on, wait. My name is Romeo, and the last article of clothing I bought was, I think it was a white T-shirt.
Good color. Yeah. Good color.
Caucasian T-shirt. Let's
quite frankly.
Let's not be racist here. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's be respectful.
Got you. A Euro-American T-shirt.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. And your question, sir.
Okay. What's going to be, what was it like working with Regina King and the late John Witherspoon? Mm-hmm. But I say my question would be is, what was your favorite Uncle Ruckus moment?
I don't have a favorite moment just because, for real, the whole thing was so fantastic. What I did, I tell this story all the time. In the first episode, there's a song called "Don't Trust Those New N-Words Over There." Don't. Here's the faith that they had in all the actors in the show. Originally, the show was sold to Fox, by the way. And then Fox was, and Fox was like, they turned in an episode of a version of the script, and then Fox said, oh, guys, you can go harder. You can go harder. And then they went harder, and then Fox was like, oh, no, we can't do this on TV. So then Cartoon Network picked it up. But at the Fox table read, that's where you sit down in front of all the big executives, all the big money guys, and you read the scripts, hopefully without falling asleep to everybody. There was a song that in the script goes, Uncle Ruckus sings, don't trust those new N-words over there. But they hadn't written it. It just said Uncle Ruckus sings it. And so I go to the creator, Aaron McGrew, is like, so the lyrics to the song for the reading we're about to do? And he goes, no, we'll write it later, but we'll just say that, or if you want to just make it up, you can. So at the table read with the executives, I improvised the song. And then we go in to start taping the show on Monday, and I was like, oh, so what's the new lyrics? They're like, oh, no, we're just going to do the thing you improvised. We wrote down the words that you made up. So I just improvised that whole don't trust those new N-words over there.
And it's literally it's a part of like black culture now.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And I will tell you the other secret to my singing on that show. Do you guys know who Bryan Cranston is from Breaking Bad? So I used to do Malcolm in the Middle when I first moved to L.A. And Bryan, again, best dude in the world. If I could tell you some of the things that he's done for other people that you would not believe. So one day we're just talking, and I was talking about, the business, and he goes, oh, by the way, he's like, do you ever notice how much I sing little ditties on the show? And I was like, yeah, he's always like walking through humming something. Goes, that's because every time I sing a song, then I get paid by the music agencies, ASCAP and BMI. So when I got on the Boondocks, I remember Brian's words. So anytime Ruckus was anywhere, doing anything, I'm singing a little song I make up.
That's right.
Like white folks talking about, black folks talking about slavery, anything. I just start making up little songs and getting paychecks. All because of Brian Cranston going, hey, man, if you had a little song in, they got to pay you for it. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Listen.
So try that at work.
Little shuck and jive go a long way.
Try singing.
Make it happen. Hello.
Hi, sir. Your name and the best year that you can remember your best haircut in.
Okay.
Like when was the last, not the last, but the best haircut you remember ever having? Around what year was that? Around the ballpark. No. It could be today. I don't know.
Matt and 2013, when I retired from the military, could actually grow my hair back.
There it is.
Oh,
there
yeah.
There it is.
Right
I like
on,
it.
man.
I like it.
Thank you for your service,
Absolutely.
unless you were a shitty soldier. I don't know. He could have been horrible.
Yeah,
he could have
it's
been
true,
horrible.
it's true,
I don't
it's
know.
true,
He
it's
may
true.
have had to retire because he shot somebody in the foot.
I
I
retired,
don't know
so I did
this
something
man.
right.
That's true.
Okay. So what's your question, brother?
My question is, if you, for some reason, couldn't do Uncle Ruckus anymore and had to pick a successor, who would you pick?
Oh, to play me? I was thinking him.
No, it's got to be Bryan Cranston. It's got to be.
Oh, Cranston. Wow. I not Phil Lamar because he doesn't like Oklahoma.
Right.
There is a dude on the internet, and I don't know his acting chops, but I know his mocking chops. His last name is Williams, like Trey. I want you all to look at this guy because he does my character. His name is T.R.E. Williamson. Trey Williamson. He does my character. He does Witherspoon's character.
Wow.
I don't know his acting chops, but his impersonation chops are tight. So I would probably have to say, right now, just off the top of my head, that guy, because I really love watching him transform into other people.
I love it.
But not Phil Lamar. Phil Lamar is too rich. He really is. He's too rich. He has a Jewish wife. He's that rich. Oh no, the only Uncle Ruckus. He got a Jewish wife.
There you go.
No, Phil Lamar. I don't know what about his wife, but he's too rich.
We're down to our last 3 minutes. We got to do.
We
rapid fire.
got to
Rapid
hurry
fire.
up.
Let's go.
Sir, your first name and your favorite smell.
My first name is Just a Friend, and my favorite smell is macaroni and cheese.
Very good.
Okay.
Go ahead. So without raisins. Go ahead. No raisins. No raisins. So not even in the mac and cheese. No. Okay. All right. Well, somebody's yelling from backstage.
Said with his bass in the voice. No, we don't do that.
Okay, go ahead. Your question?
As Uncle Ruckus, what's been your favorite song you've done?
My favorite song as Uncle Ruckus. Well, actually, there was a whole episode where I got to write. I actually wrote all the songs with this white man on the Johnny Rebel episode. That whole episode, I wrote every song in that episode. So actually, at one point, they hired me because Aaron was about to write this, is the Ballad of Johnny Rebel. And he was going to write this episode, and he calls me and goes, "Hey, man, you're better at being racist than I am. Do you want to write? Do you want to write all the music for this episode?" I was like, "Yeah." So I got together with my best buddy, and I wrote all that entire episode of music.
There it is.
There's one particular one called "Any Way You Figure." The president's an N-word to me when Barack Obama was the president. So you may want to check out that episode, especially the kids. There's a little something to drive home to.
Oh.
It'll be on Disney Plus tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am. Your name and the height that you wish you were. The height that you wish you were.
That hurts. I'm only 5'1".
But baby, you're beautiful.
Like my 6-year-old's almost as tall as I am.
No. You could say 5 foot. You could say 5'1". I don't know, but.
My name is Nikki, and probably at least 5'6", like average height. Like I don't want to be too tall, but I don't want to. I'm a little too short at this point.
Okay, tall people, they bother me.
Well, my fiance is about 6 feet.
You need to get rid of that guy. your question, please.
I want to know, who have you worked with who has become like your best friend, who you like send Christmas cards to, plan like traveling with?
None of those people would I ever travel with. But some great friends of mine. Bryan Cranston is a really good friend of mine. Love that dude. God, it's so many. The one cool thing is Weird Al Yankovic. If you ever become friends with his, every single year of your life, he will send you a Christmas card. Wow. So I like getting my Christmas cards from Weird Al Yankovic. But I got a lot of good friends in the business. Like, the good folks in California are genuinely good folks that, will call you out of the blue for no reason at all.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Thank you.
Hello. Last question, no pressure.
Not Phil Lamar.
Okay.
Hi, what's your name?
My name's Taylor.
And now I asked someone their favorite smell, but what's the favorite thing that you like to see? Like your favorite sight?
Well, I went to London last year, so I think my favorite sight would be getting to see the Big Ben.
Oh, very nice. I've never been to London. I'm not allowed to go there.
It's really fun. You should go.
I'm not allowed. I've said some things about London, and they don't like it.
Well,
yeah.
Sore losers.
So, I would ask, what would be your favorite improv moment that you've done?
Ooh.
Favorite? I don't have a single one. I do a lot of the Who's Line Live tours with those guys, and that's just a blast because we get to go to all kinds of tiny little cities and big cities. So I don't have a favorite single improv moment. My worst was being in a show in L.A. in an improv show that was so bad. Oh, by the way, I'm a lucid dreamer, so I know when I'm dreaming. In a dream, like, okay. I know I'm dreaming, and I was like, oh, somebody's about to shoot me. I'm like, shoot me, man, I'm dreaming, go ahead. And I do that all the time. I get shot in my dreams a lot because I don't care. But one time I was in a show in L.A. that was so bad that I tried to wake myself up on stage because I was convinced that I was dreaming. So that may be my favorite improv moment, being in the worst show I've ever been in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice
GalaxyCon, make some noise.